Kia ora, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you to everyone that's joined us tonight. Hope you are having a fantastic Saturday. Tonight will probably be a bit shorter stream than normal. I've got an early start tomorrow morning for a special thing we're doing with the family, so won't be wanting to stay up too late. But thank you to everyone that's being here. Some greetings. Hello, Marcus. Welcome in, Marcus the Sim Farmer. Great to have you here. And Miguel McLaren, hello, welcome in. Thank you. Started streaming on Twitch. Awesome. And Thomas Doherty, hello, welcome in. Thank you. Great to have you here. And Flash Gaming NZ, hello, welcome in. Hope your Saturday's gone well and your Saturday evening is going well also. So we are back in Brazil. So this is a multiplayer. The username and password has been put into the Discord. The only catch is you need to have 2 paid DLCs from Giants, the Nexat Pack and the Plains and Prairies Pack. I do apologize, but I do want to use that equipment. I paid for it, and this map is just screaming out for that kind of equipment. There's also the free Straw Harvest Pack that you would need to install also, but that doesn't cost anything, but everything else does. So let's continue on doing the field work that we were doing before. And we're currently making some straw pellets. It is a fantastic map. There's been a few Brazilian maps come out, but none of them have really grabbed my attention like this one did. It's another one. I do like a good map edge, and the map edges on this one are fantastic. They just carry on into the distance, and it really does make for an immersive feel when you feel like you're part of a world instead of part of a little square. So yeah, it's definitely a fantastic map. So yeah, Oxygen David's update is due to be released in what, about 3-4 hours, midday on Saturday UK time. So I did a test, and I think I can start a new game, which is going to be required with the update, but I can move a lot of the things from my game save in, like the tractor museum that I built and that, and yeah, hopefully, fortunately we're in spring and I can use the start from spring mod to get the fields back in line. Otherwise the fields would be all over the place. I'd have oat being harvested in January, which just isn't correct. So that gets all out of whack if you try to move things around, but for starting in spring gets all that in line. So yeah. Hey Chinook, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Thomas Doherty, I went for the duals on it just to give it some traction. The straw pack, this palletizer machine really does take a lot of horsepower, and I think that the traction is probably important as well. And the mat's sort of, big enough that we can have these wide wheels on, not like a English map with tight lanes. So yeah, Chinook, great stream you had with ATS. That mod you've got just makes it look so realistic. I honestly had vibes that I was looking out at a real scene. It was just amazing. They've done a really good job with that. Hey, Sticks for V8, hello, welcome in. Kia ora. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of work around the museum just to redo the landscaping a little bit, but shouldn't take too much to set the game up again. And found an awesome mod, popped up on my feed today, and I've installed it and played around with it. Used Equipment Yard by Aussie. He's tried to put it through Mod Hub, but they keep failing it on silly little things. I think it's funny that they've failed a few mods because of poor German translation, and yet I've seen a mod released on Mod Hub that only has German in this purchasing screen. So yeah, where's the how does that work? I don't know. But yeah, so he's released it on GitHub. So yeah, if you search for YouTube, you'll probably see some explaining videos for it. Definitely worth checking out. Basically, you create a yard that basically populates with used equipment, and you can go in there and buy used equipment, and you can set up what equipment gets put into it, and all that sort of thing. It is really brilliant and really does help with the immersion. You feel like you're going to a tractor yard and actually buying some used equipment. So definitely worth setting up and doing that. And Marcus, I added a second monitor to my setup so I can read the chat. Yeah, you definitely need a second monitor for the chat, definitely. Second Chance Gaming, hello. So you get it from GitHub. I'll see if I can, if I've still got it up on my page. No, I haven't. I've closed it. Hang on. I'll see if I can find it again. Here we go. Got it. So I'll actually put the link in. So getting it from GitHub, you know you're getting it from the author directly, and he does have a Ko-Fi donation page if you would like to support him. Yeah, he's done a fantastic job releasing it early, or releasing it before a release on ModHub, because people in ModHub do get paid a little bit, although from what I've heard it is not much at all. So yeah, he's had trouble getting it through, and so he's not waiting around for ModHub to sort themselves out. And Dale Garrett, hello, welcome back. Thank you for jumping in. And Sticks for V8, sorry for being so quiet, but work got me real busy. I know that feeling. June is looking like it's just going to be an insane month for me. Maybe a few times when I don't stream, unfortunately. Yeah, Dale Garrett, driving a Versatile when I'm actually doing some farming instead of reading chat. Like I say, I've got the Plains and Prairies pack installed on this, so I've decided to go for the Versatile and the Ford tractor. Now that Crop Chaser is another bin that takes a lot of power. So yeah, got a fairly big field here. They are big fields. So another mod that I'm discovered and playing around with, that's on GitHub, is Avatar Switcher. Basically what you can do is you can program your main avatar with different styles of clothing, and then you can quickly switch between them when you want to do it. So yeah, if you're going to be riding a motorbike, you could have something set up with a motorcycle helmet, and you're all good to go when you're on a motorcycle. If you're doing summertime, then you can have the clothes for summertime. If you're doing winter, be dressed for winter. Yeah, Marcus the sim farmer, sitting outside with a barbecue at the moment. Nice. Yeah, Dale, FS22 has two versatile ones, a track and one's not. Yeah, so we've got the big versatile, the quad track version, and they released these smaller tractors. I say smaller, this one's got about 400 horse. So it's not really a small tractor. It's got a bit of grunt to it. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a cool one tonight, I think. Locally temperature here, not in game. I mean in real life. Yeah, you can see 400 horsepower, but it's still struggling up the hill with this baler or palletizer on it. Yeah, Dale Garrett, you got a lot of mods now. Yeah, they build up, man. Do they? What? And then it just gets to the stage where you get to you start on a map and then you're going, what mods do I actually want to use? And you just sort of think, well, I'll just load these ones that I need. Mod Manager is actually really good. The downside is you have a folder for each map and the mods are duplicated. But yeah, still definitely worth it. And it's fantastic for map testing because you can load up a map and when it pops up and says, oh, I want to download 250,000 required mods, you can go, yeah, fine. I'll just be deleting them at the end of this map test. And you've already lost yourself a star rating. You love the S780s. Nice tractors. So it could take a while for us to do this field, I think. But yeah, I'm really excited to use that used equipment yard mod. You can actually take your tractor there and they'll offer you a cash price or they'll offer you a trade-in price. So it's like a proper dealership, yeah, where you go in there and say, how much will you give me for this vehicle? They say, we'll give you X amount in cash, or we'll give you a little bit more if you're buying something from us. So, and you can use it as a down payment to go towards the next vehicle that you're getting from them. Yeah, John Deere harvesters. Yeah, some of their harvesters do look quite good. My only gripe, and look, I don't know if it's true or not, but I have heard stories of farmers' tractors getting locked out because they've had someone repair the tractor that isn't a John Deere authorized agent, and so they've just automatically locked the tractor out so that they can't use it until it can be checked over by a authorized John Deere agent. And if it's true, then yeah, that's just not right. If you've paid for a machine, it should be your machine, not owned by John Deere. Because if John Deere have that much power, what are they going to do? Could it be, oh, I want to trade it in for a case? Oh, well, we're going to lock it then. If you're not going to trade it in for John Deere, we're going to lock your old equipment, make it worthless. Yeah, well, there is a right to repair movement that is going through the court systems. But hey, John Deere is a big company with big pockets and lots of contacts to politicians. It's a big field when you got to run between tractors. Hey, Cher, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope your Saturday is starting well. Are you working today? So this isn't a small tractor, but man, it's making it hard work towing this chaser bin. Ah, you're working today? Oh, hope that goes well for you, Cher. Joel FS25, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. The guy that I know, he brought a glass repair business. No worries, Dale. Dale, no, I don't farm. When I was younger, I did do some work on kiwi fruit orchards in New Zealand. And I have done a bit of haymaking and worked on a strawberry farm as well. And a market garden for a little while. So I've done all sorts, but don't work on a farm now. Definitely moved about as far away from a farm as I can get. Work in IT. Sort of moved from farming to truck driving and then moved from truck driving to IT. When it comes to Farming Simulator, everyone has a farm. Very true. Very true. You help out on a mate's farm? Oh, nice one. Yeah, I enjoyed working on the kiwi fruit orchards. Yeah, it'd be like 0 degrees, heavy frost when you're doing the winter pruning. But yeah, you got the great days and it was just fantastic. Gotta go. Yep, no worries, Dale. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit the like on the way out, that'd be fantastic. Thanks. And just a reminder to everyone else, I know quite often I'll accidentally forget to not hit the like button, so it's good to be reminded every now and then. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that as well. It doesn't cost anything. And it does help the channel. Hey Joel, your potato and leek soup was delicious. Oh, that's great. It sounded delicious, mate. So it has actually been a while since I've been on this map. I think I've only done one episode so far. Just, yeah, recently it's been a bit awkward to do some streams on the Saturday. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'll be doing a stream tomorrow night. And and I won't be having a second episode of the Kinlaig series. There'll only be one episode this week. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an awesome soup. Yeah, I'm going to have a busy day tomorrow, so I'm not too sure what state I'll be in on Sunday evening. So, not even sure if I will be home on Sunday evening. Yeah, it's not that difficult to make. No, I suppose it's fairly simple. Simple ingredients. Potatoes, leeks, water. Maybe a few other things. Bit of pepper, maybe. Don't party too much. I won't be partying. No, creamy soup. No water. Chicken stock. Nice. So these plains and prairies tractors are not too bad, but they are a bit useless in that they don't have a 3-point hitch on them. And so much equipment requires a 3-point hitch. I went to hook a plough onto one of these. I was testing out that new, is it Lone Star 4X map? It was released on Mod Hub today. And yeah, I was disappointed that the biggest plough I could find was a 3-point hitch. So couldn't hook this on. Now I know you can get a 3-point adapter, but yeah, just too many connection points. It'd be great if they had a 3-point hitch. I guess they didn't have them in real life. But then, you know, we should have ploughs that don't require 3-point hitches. Sometimes Giants doesn't have a holistic view of their packs. Well, the water and molasses are going down quite fast. Hey Gamer Pro, welcome in. Great to have you here. So there's definitely some exciting mods coming up. Yumi started working on his contractor mod. Now I don't know if you guys remember that mod from FS19, I think it first came out in. It was brilliant in FS19, wasn't so great in FS22. And it's been on hold basically since FS25 came out. But the contractor mod was actually quite good. And instead of just getting random individuals jumping into your tractors, you basically had 4 workers, and you could you didn't tab between tractors, you tabbed between workers, and the workers would go into the tractor and you'd start them off doing a job, and then you tab to another worker and start them off doing a job. So you could sort of simulate, you know, having workers on your farm, or even in my case I actually made a family. Yeah, Joel, regret buying Forza Horizon 5 because I brought the premium and now there's Forza Horizon 6. Yeah, you probably got it on special, did you? Hopefully. Forza Horizon 5, I have spent hours on that. I've got hundreds of cars. I've spent a lot of time on it. It's a good game. You'll get a lot of hours of fun out of Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, like 50% off. Yeah, they always do that just before they release a new one. They always drop the price of the old one. I've actually got Forza Horizon 4, the UK version. I purchased that while it was still available to purchase. Just because I liked the UK version, and they drive on the correct side of the road in the UK. Hey Share, played Skyrim last night. Oh, I spent a lot of time on that game as well. I think I completed the Dragon quests, but I didn't do the Civil War quest. I just couldn't be bothered choosing a side. But yeah, Skyrim's a good game, but there are some dark quests in it. Very dark quests. Yep, rally and Hot Wheels and some other perks. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get a lot of fun out of it, Joel. It's definitely, it's a great game. I just can never get the hang of drifting. I have actually been in a real drift car on a track, and those guys are incredibly talented. I never actually realized how much work those guys do to drift and the balancing act that they perform. They are very, very talented. Hey, Thin Blue Line, hello, welcome in. Hope you're, is it Saturday mornings yet, or is it still Friday for you? Hope it's going well, mate. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of drifting, but when I went in the drift, a real drift car on a track and watched them working hard to keep it balanced, it was sort of like, I can see the skill involved. And yeah. It's 4:40 a.m. on Saturday. Well, an early start for you. I'm actually going to be having an early start tomorrow morning, so probably be a slightly shorter stream tonight. Yep, have to go. I'll play more Skyrim tomorrow. Nice one. Yeah, it has been a while since I played Skyrim, but yeah, I got all the Dragonbone armor and yeah, ebony swords. Yeah, maybe I should get a big butt instead of the Ford. I don't know. Although that'd be another DLC that someone would have to, or another mod that someone would have to download if they want to do the multiplayer on here. Yeah, see you, Share. Have a good day at work. So we've got 36,000 litres of straw pellets. I got a bit close. Oh, I didn't do a great job of that one, did I? Yeah, Gamer Pro, you want to play Farming Simulator, but not at home. At Grandma's right now, it's about 6 hours away from home. Yep. It's okay. Oh, and a cool feature too, while I think about it, for that used equipment yard mod is the fact that they've actually got the prices on the number plates. So they've got custom number plates, and as you walk around the yard, it'll have the price of the machine on the number plate. I thought it was really awesome. So yeah, if you're on PC, definitely check out that mod. Definitely adds a whole new level of immersion to your game, and especially if you're in the market for used vehicles. Well, slowly chipping away at this. It's like any job on Farm Sim. You just start it and just keep going. But like that saying, you know, how do you eat an elephant? And you take one bite and you just keep going. Anthony Chiricella, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I've been good, thank you. Been a messy few weeks, but yeah, and June is looking to be even messier, but I'm good, thanks. Yeah, hope you are well also. Just a reminder to everyone, because I'm terrible at remembering to hit the like, so being reminded is always a good thing for me. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and yeah, you think someone might enjoy it, more than welcome to share it with them. Starting to come round after having my gallbladder removed. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, invasive surgery like that always takes a while to recover from. Hope your recovery is going well. Hey, thank you to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. I hope your Saturday is going well. So this machine that we've got on the back, it's a big machine, and what it does is it takes the straw, chops it into small pieces, and squeezes it through a mesh. So those two drums there are basically meshes, and the straw is mixed with some water and molasses, and it's squeezed through those mesh drums to make pellets. Yeah, Anthony Chiricella, hopefully my description described what I'm doing, picking up straw and putting it into pellets, make hay pellets. So the hay pellets can actually be used, I believe, for bedding. In game they can be anywhere. I'm not sure about real life. I guess so. And also it can be used in mixer wagons as a food supplement, which molasses would be good as a food supplement. I know that they do quite often add molasses into a TMR mix. So yeah, straw and molasses at the same time. So this is a multiplayer game. It is up on the Giants servers. If anyone wants to join. Only catches you have to have the Nexat and Plains and Prairies pack DLCs installed. But other than that, it is crossplay. There are no PC only mods on it. And mods have been kept down to pretty much a minimum. Right, let's see if I can park this up a bit better than I did last time. I think I need to open up the pipe on that one. Yeah, Anthony Chiricella, I use the GPS that's built into the game now. and just let the guided steering do the steering. Find it makes farming so much easier. So you can sort of see the pellets, how they are sort of just a straw being squished through and, you know, made into little nuggets. Yeah, you can't play, don't have multiplayer. No worries there, Joel. No worries at all, mate. I'm not too sure how much money we'll make off this field, but it's going to be a fair bit. We've got our crop waiting for the best price. And we've got sugar. I decided to do sugar on this map as well, something that I haven't done. Well, I did it in Arkansas of America. We were doing the harvest everything, but yeah, I normally don't do sugar. Yeah, Anthony, the Ford tractor is cool. It is a bit useless because it doesn't have a 3-point on the back, but still cool. I think you can get an adapter that goes onto the tow point and has a 3-point on it, but another point of turning makes it difficult to reverse. Yeah, Joel glitched the Game Pass, but don't know how. Yeah, if you haven't paid for it, they definitely block you. Yeah, if your payments aren't kept up to date. So I've put a multi-fruit silo down the bottom there. You can just sort of see it at the bottom left. Or well, yeah, right of the left-hand door. Yeah, we'll put that in there so we can store the straw pellets in it. Yeah, if you pay for it, it'll start working again. But if you don't keep it paid up, then it'll stop working. Definitely. It's like most things subscription based, you know, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, whatever you watch. If you don't keep the payments going, they stop you from watching it. Anthony, yeah, sorry I missed that. All I know is dealing with this gallbladder crap has been a challenge. I can imagine, mate. Yeah, I've been suffering with sinuses, but that's nothing compared to your gallbladder problems. So yeah, just saw the canteen fundraiser pop up again. Thinking of doing a 24-hour live stream. Probably looking in July at the moment. I did think about doing it King's birthday, but we've had that been and gone, and so we've got another public holiday coming up in July, which I'm thinking could be quite advantageous. Hopefully things in July will settle down, because at the moment June is just insane at the moment. And then we'll oh yeah, this is working hard. Definitely need the traction on this, man. So yeah, thinking of doing a 24-hour charity stream for Canteen. I have done one before. We survived it. And we're able to raise a reasonable amount of money for Canteen as well. So that was fantastic. Great effort from everyone. Appreciated it. So yeah, I'm hoping to do another one. I think we'll go and empty this one out after this. You would think that after it's been removed you feel better, but no, I actually did have an April Fool's pull over my head. Sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, yeah, they're talking about surgery for my sinuses. Not 100% keen on that. trailers pushing it around. So we have got a bit of mulching to do as well. Yeah, really painful, like the surgery. Yeah, it'll take a while for your body to recover, probably. No PTO, but it doesn't seem to be working, does it? Right, let's run up and grab a truck and trailer, and hopefully we can load it into a trailer. Yeah, Anthony Churchella, it's definitely struggling. There's a lot of weight in that. And Marcus, how old am I? I am mid-50s. Hey, thank you to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope you are having a fantastic Saturday. Right, let's double check if these take pellets. Here, go into semi-trailers. Of course, they don't take. All right, let's grab a trailer that will take it. Nothing's ever simple, people. Nothing's ever simple. You know, hay pallets should fit into those trailers brilliantly. They're like grain. So why would they not fit into that? They'd slide out of that hopper so well. Do a Chinook, a bit of cross-country driving. Chinook did that on his stream tonight. I was watching it. Went off-road and did a bit of cross-country driving. Not exactly a good road to be doing a high speed on. Got a bit of Nexat equipment there to pick up. I probably can fast travel, but yeah, I don't know. I just got into the habit of walking and just sort of tends to suit my style of play a bit more. I thought I should be able to lift this up, but I can't for some reason. Move bunker up. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay, that's working. Anthony, game frustrates me if things don't go right when I play. Yeah, very easy to do that. I tend to like solving puzzles, so sometimes when something like this goes wrong, I view it as a puzzle that needs to be solved, and tend to look at it from that point of view. But yeah, sometimes it can frustrate me. Right, so what have we got in the way of straw pellets? We got 120,000. If we sold them for 500, so that'd be about 60. We've got about $60,000 or pound or euros, whatever you use. Currently, it's overhung from my gameplay that I'm doing Whitcomb Park, so it stayed in pound. So yeah, we're on pounds, but I'm guessing around here it'd be pesos. I'm actually not sure what the Brazilian government uses for currency. If someone wants to let me know in the comments, that'd be much appreciated. So we're definitely getting through this field. I think we're on our last headland. So another mod that I'm trying out, PC only unfortunately, but is the advanced repair mod. And basically what that does is, if you make your tractor work too hard, it's going to cost you more in repairs. So if you put a big implement onto a small tractor, you will pay for that. And so you need to do periodic checks just to make sure that your equipment is in good order. Excuse me. And the repairs are actually, like, when you get the repairs done, your tractor's out of action for half a day or a day, which is quite realistic. Excuse me. I took a sleeping tablet before I started the stream, and I think it's starting to kick in a bit. So this palletizing machine is a real machine. I have seen a YouTube video of one in use, and it does work exactly like this. So it is something that people do in some parts of the world. Hey Joel, for some reason my mirror stopped working. Sometimes that can be if you lower your graphics settings, they'll stop working. And I found out that if you use the presets, so if you use like low, medium or high preset, so if you sort of set it on medium and then bump everything up to full, it still changes things, like reduces your number of mirrors that you can have showing at the same time. So if you want everything to work as best it can, it's probably best to go on to the high setting and then reduce everything else to match, unless your system is really struggling, and then maybe going down to a lower setting would help that. And then Skull Sniper, hello, welcome in. Understand your perseverance. I only just finished a 3.2 million sugarcane. Oh yeah, I've got that to look forward to. Probably not a 3.2 million sugarcane, but we'll be getting pretty close to it, I think. Will be interesting to see. Yeah, we've got sugarcane and we've got a few other crops to harvest as well. Next month. What do we got here? I think this is... Oh, great. Doesn't tell you, does it? But yeah, we've got corn. We've got corn, sugarcane. Yeah, I think that's corn over there. Yep, corn. 4 is black beans. 5 sunflowers. And 7 not sorghum. Soybeans. There we go. So yeah, we've got a few fields that we need to harvest over the next few months. And what's good is we have got the Nexat to do it with, so it definitely helps the with the width, but doesn't necessarily help with the straw. But yeah, I have got some sugar to harvest as well, so we'll see how we go with that. Joel, yeah, can't really change my graphics settings. I'm on console. Yes, unfortunately, you are stuck with what the graphics settings give you. So is that all your Okay, what happened there? Okay, that was weird. Sounded like I'd run over a goat or something. Xbox should be able to handle it. Yeah, maybe try restarting it. When I mean restarting it, actually closing the game instead of using the quick start. It might reset things back to normal again. I did restart my whole Xbox and it did nothing. Yeah, it could be the map. Does it happen on Giants maps, or is it only on this particular map that you've noticed it? Maybe a mod too, that mod conflict. We've installed a mod recently on the map. Hey Cher, welcome back. You got sent home. Nothing too serious, I hope. Only on this map. Yeah, it could be something to do with this map then. Yeah, definitely try another map. Yeah, you have a lot of glitches on PS5. I deselect all mods and then reselect all the mods. Helps refresh everything. Yeah, finding a mod conflict can be quite tricky, especially if you've got a lot of mods. I'm wondering if this is stressing out the tractor or not. So we don't have to worry about it in this game because we haven't got the mod installed, but I'm wondering if we would be stressing out the tractor if it would be up in the 80% band. $80 to 90%. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, girl. Usually find production mods. Yeah, they can be quite problematic at times. Yeah, you're feeling well. That's good, Cher. Good to hear. Ah, that changes everything, Cher. That's an important little word to add to a sentence. Skull Sniper, I'm on a PS5. I have found if I keep mod capacity under 85%, the game loads faster, less graphic bugs, and less graphic lag. I only select the specific mods that I'm going to use. Standard PS5 runs smooth on high settings. Yeah, that's good advice. Only have the mods that you need, definitely. Tractor's just across the field. That was good. Yeah, thanks for that advice, Skull Sniper. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of experience playing Farming Simulator on Xbox or PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation, and I have an Xbox, but I don't usually use it to play Farming Simulator. I use PC for Farming Simulator, so... Anthony, wasting fuel. Yeah, well, so cheap nowadays. You can afford to leave things running. In case anyone was wondering, that was dripping with extreme sarcasm. I'm definitely not the latter. Some would say definitely the former. I just looked and it turns out I think I only need like 4 mods selected, and I had like 30 before. Yeah, it can be great to download the mods, but at the end of the day, quite often you only have your favorite go-to mods. You can install them, and then if you want to use something else, it's probably best not to install your go-to mod, because you're just going to end up going to it again. I possibly could have run a windrower over this and created a really big windrow, but yeah, I'm not sure I wanted to do that. Yeah, Gold Sniper, you've got 276 mods installed, but only 12 selected at the moment. Yep. Yeah, on my Whitcomb Park one, I have got, I couldn't tell you how many I've got installed, but I do have a lot installed. And I actually have to have most of them activated because of the tractor museum and the number of vintage tractors I've got sitting in there. So yeah, it does take a bit. And then I keep adding new ones like these script mods, you know, used vehicle yard and the avatar changer. There's a new banking mod out too, that basically behaves a lot like a bank. Bank only has so much credit. It makes money for more loans by the amount of money that you're paying them. Excuse me, falling asleep behind the wheel. And you can sort of get different types of credit. So you can get an annuity loan, which is like a mortgage, set amount per month, and all that sort of thing. You can get a interest only loan, so you pay off what you've borrowed at the end of the loan system, so you have to have that money saved for that. Or you can have what they call revolving credit, which you say, I want to, I'd like to borrow up to let's say $2 million, as argument's sake. And as you draw off of that, you'll be starting to charge interest on how much you've withdrawn, but you won't be charged interest on the full 2 million. You'll just have 2 million available that could be charged interest on if you use the full 2 million. And you can usually, pay into it, build up a bit more available credit, and then, buy another big machine or something like that. But that interest rate is quite high, so yeah, there are pros and cons for all of them. But there was a good another buy anything silo. It's a nice looking unit, and you can also purchase pallets from it. So you can buy clothing or anything else that you might need for building projects. And the clothing is not, the prices aren't horrendous, but you're not getting them super cheap. So the prices are still more than what you can sell them for, which is realistic. So you wouldn't be able to go in there, buy a whole lot of pallets of clothing and then run off to the shop and sell them and, make lots of money. You definitely can't do that. So yeah, looking forward to the new map for Whitcomb Park being dropped. It's a shame that I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I won't be able to mess around with it. But yeah, hopefully by Wednesday I will have got a new save going on the new map or on the updated map and have been able to transfer some of my equipment over and that sort of thing. Like I say, we're lucky that we're in spring at the moment, so I can start in spring. I guess it just means I'll get an extra day of spring, but not going to complain about that. It is spring after all. Hey, Anthony Chiricello, thank you for jumping in, and you have a good night as well. And just a reminder, if you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. For those that haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that as well. And yeah, have a good evening there, Anthony. I think it must be the map because the mirrors aren't showing. I have no mods installed. Yep, sounds like it could be the map. Yeah, I might have to add in a few little sounds into that map. Now have that radio in the workshop doing some YouTube music. But at least I know YouTube music should be safe and free from getting copyright claims. I'm always a bit cautious when map maker uses music, that they aren't necessarily using copyright free music. In fact, if the sounds they're using are not the correct license, it can actually make it difficult for streamers. So you could have a sound embedded into the game that requires attribution, and the modder could put the attribution in to the notes on the folder, which is perfectly fine and acceptable. But if a streamer uses that sound in their stream, they also have to put the attribution in, and they may not know that this attribution would be applied. And some content creators, in the way of sound effects and all that, will have a license which says attribution required. That is, saying who made it and all that sort of thing, but for non-commercial work only. And streaming is considered commercial work because most streamers eventually will be getting paid for their stream. So it becomes a commercial work. So you can't technically use the sound that's in that map on your stream. It does get very complicated. But yeah, Oxy had some sounds in there that people were able to do a copyright claim on, and hopefully he will be removing those sounds from the map. If not, I'll just be overwriting them with my own sounds. But yeah, you do worry a little bit as a streamer that the map that you're using is not going to get you into trouble. So it was strange. I got into trouble with the sound that Oxy was using, and yet he has used that sound since 2017, and many streamers have used it but never got a copyright claim on it. And to be honest, it was ridiculous. They were claiming it because they used it in a half-second soundbite at the beginning of their song. There was no other sound from their song used in the stream except for that half-second soundbite, and they made a claim. Honestly, Google do need to make it harder for people to make claims. It's legitimate. thing that, if someone's using your song and, it is a legitimate thing to claim, but it should be, you need to prove how they have used it and how long they have used it for. Not just go, oh, I've got a small sound in here, it's the same, this is mine. All right, well, just about finished the field. And any other night, I would probably be happy to carry on and just finish it off. But unfortunately, tonight, my sleeping tablet has definitely caught up with me, and I am needing to hit the sack, ready for an early start, very early start tomorrow morning. Farmer's start, about 4:30 in the morning. I know for some people that's your normal time, and I do appreciate that you guys work very hard, and I never would demigrate that, but for me it is an early start, so I will be having an early night. Thank you to everyone that has joined and watched. Thank you to everyone that's hit the like button, appreciate it. Still not too late, you can still hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that as well. Doesn't cost anything, really does help the channel. And if you think someone might enjoy this video, especially with the Brazilian map and the big equipment, feel free to share that with them. Might be just what they want to see. But yeah, until next time, which hopefully will be next week, all going well. Until next time, have a good day, a good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.